Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game day with Pendleton Rugby here. We have our second varsity match of the day, almost underway here. Both teams are warming up. We got St. Edwards out of Ohio versus your Pendleton Arabians. Real quick, before we get started here, I'm going to go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsors. All right, first off, shout out to Beckham Real Estate, our main sponsor of the tournament here. Beckham Real Estate is committed to offering an outstanding level of service to the client, whether you're buying or selling. Beckham Real Estate is here to help you manage every detail of your transaction. Being lifetime residents of Central Indiana means an extensive knowledge of the real estate market and a promise to deliver maximum results. Your satisfaction is Beckham's top priority. Making this your best home buying or selling experience is their mission. Once again, big shout out to them today for sponsoring our match and our team today, as well as Big Belly Rubs. Big Belly Rubs, Big Belly Brand Rubs on Facebook. You can find them at Big Belly Rubs, all lowercase. Big Belly is a locally and family-owned business. Make sure you go buy some today for your summer cookouts. And here we are, kickoff's almost underway. About to get started here. All right. Looks like the Arabians will be receiving here to open this game. All right, whistle is blown. Kick is up and away. Fielded by the Arabians. Immediately brought down there in their own territory. The Arabians trying to work it across the field here. Big Clayton Reno on the move, taking a couple guys with him. Clayton Reno is brought down. Now the Arabians will move it out. Stephen DeVault past the Peyton Pollock. And now they got it out wide. Jacob Rowley is tripped up. He's right back on his feet. Trudges forward for a couple here. You do not want to let Jacob Rowley on the outside. Big threat there as Peyton Pollock now gets it across the field. The Arabians moving it now. As they continue to move it forward bit by bit here. Working some good field position. Eli Arthur takes it up for a few. And now outside, Dresden Roberts. He takes it for a few more. Arabians now have the advantage. They're on the move, deep in St. Edward territory. Nick Trout pops it up across the field. High kick. Takes an Arabians bounce and whistle will be blown. Arabians will have the ball off the advantage here. Nick Trout trying to make the most out of that one. Good try, but did not work, so they will still get the ball. And now Nick Trout's lining up for the first points of the day, hopefully for the Arabians, as he will attempt to kick this one for 3. If he hits this one, the Arabians will take a 3-0 lead to open up this game. Nick Trout, perfect dunk conversions today, I might add, but he has not yet attempted a kick like this. Nick Trout now lining it up for the Arabians. Now I remind you fans, if this kick is no good, it'll be a live ball. Kick is up now. And it is good. Nick Trout nails that one as the Arabians take a 3-0 lead here. Oh, excuse me. I guess they ruled that kick no good. Miscommunication there. So now St. Ed will have a kick from around their 22 here. They kick it up. Fielded by Reese Reddington to Nick Trout. Nick Trout on the near side of the field, stiff arms the defender. He's taken down. Some trouble in the ruck. St. Edward is going to take it. They have the ball now. St. Edward now around the 50-yard line, driving forward. They try to move the ball across their forwards. They're chopped down. Crossing the 50 here into Arabian territory. St. Edward takes it by himself. Wrapped up there by a couple of Arabians. Nick Trout on the lead on that one. St. Edwards pops a kick up over the Arabians defense. The ball's out wide. It's picked up by Nolan Souders. The Arabians now regain possession deep in their own territory. They look to exit here as Nick Trout kicks it across the field. Just around the 50-yard line. St. Edward's on the move. They take it, run up the middle, swung down. St. Edward's now on the move, chopped down once again. That was Elijah Pimentel on that tackle. They drive forward for a couple, thrown down by Eli Libler. They try and get it out here. Short passes, short gains for St. Edward's, but they're working the ball down the field. Penalty on St. Edward's. No release. The Arabians are successful in that jackal, forcing a penalty. So Nick Trout now will have it. He'll kick it into touch here. High kick. Goes out just about at the 40 on the St. Ed's half of the field. So we'll have our first line out of the day here. Of the match, excuse me. Looks like Garrett Peterson will be throwing it in for the Arabians. Garrett Peterson now. Throws up. Good to Eli Arthur. Sam Ray gets it out. Low pass to Reese Reddington. Reese Reddington now to J.J. Kissick. J.J. Kissick is brought down after a couple. St. Edwards attempts to steal. No good. Sam Ray swings it out wide to Reese Reddington. Reese Reddington now gets it to Elijah Pimentel, who breaks a defender. Breaks another. He's forward. Elijah Pimentel's on the run. Elijah Pimentel still on his feet. Elijah Pimentel finally tripped up, and he's back on his feet. Arabians now on the move. St. Ed trying really hard to contest these rucks here, but no luck. Reese Reddington gets it out to Clayton Reno, who's chopped down immediately. Nick Trout now on the move. Quick pop kick over the St. Edward defense. Whistle was blown. So it'll be an advantage for the Arabians. There's offsides on St. Edward's, so they'll bring it back to that. It'll be your Arabians ball just inside the 40 for St. Ed. So they're creeping towards scoring position here. Nick Trout now will kick it into touch once again. So we'll have a line out now where it went out. Your score is still 0-0 here. Excuse me, I forgot to start the clock here. We're going to estimate a little bit. Apologize, ladies and gentlemen. The halves today are 22.5 minutes, so a little bit shorter than your average game. As now the Arabians set up for a line out here. Line out throw is low, secured by Eli Arthur. The Arabians have it now, they're on the move. Get it to the middle of the field. J.J. Kissick with a short run. St. Edward's draped all over him. Ball's out on the ground now. St. Edward's has it. And deep in their own territory, they've regained possession. The Arabians now get set on defense. They chop him down after a short gain. And now St. Ed's kicks it back to this side of the field. Just past the Arabians' 40. It's fielded by Reese Reddington. Reese Reddington now on the move. He gets it out wide to Nick Trout. Nick Trout. One more pass to Nolan Souders. And who pops it back up. Reese Reddington takes it down, securing possession here. And now we'll have Sam Ray getting it to Stephen Duvall. Short run there. No momentum. That pass was a little bit poorly timed. Now Sam Ray working the ball for the Ravens. They get to the back line here. Nate DeRolf on the move. Nate DeRolf tries to take it. He does. He gets it out to J.J. Kissick, who gets a big run. J.J. Kissick still on his feet. He's working it across the field. Dresden Roberts clears that ruck. Eli Arthur up the middle here. Eli Arthur knifes through the defense, and he's gone. Eli Arthur up the middle for the first try of the game. Kentucky commit right there. Strikes first as the Ravens now lead 5-0. That score up the middle sets it up an easy kick for Nick Trout, who is perfect on his points after score today for those conversions. Very helpful. Nick Trout hitting those kicks last game to help the Ravens win 63-7 in their opening match in this tournament. And now he will attempt this one to hopefully extend this lead to 7. Nick Trout's kick is up and good. West Point commit. Bangs it through. Decent start there by the Arabians. A little bit slower than last match, but they're still the first ones to strike as they lead 7-0. St. Ed's now kicking off, fielded by Peyton Pollock. Peyton Pollock now driven back by a couple St. Edward defenders after securing possession. The Ravens get out to Clayton Reno. Rumbling and tumbling is eventually brought down by the big fellas. And they get an exit kick now by Nick Trout to get it back into St. Ed territory. Fielded cleanly by St. Ed. They're on the move. They look to get it out wide. Brought down by Nate DeRolf. Good chase there. As the Ravens look to steal it, they're going to call a penalty on Dresden Roberts in that stealing attempt. St. Ed's kicks it now into touch. So they'll have a line out here. I believe that's their first line out of the day. As they now are knocking on the door deep in Arabian territory, if they can secure this line out. Line out throws up and good for St. Ed's as they take it off the thrower there. Quick little pick and go, gets a couple. The big men now taking it themselves as they drive forward closer to the goal line. St. Ed's now inching closer and closer, trying to get that score in.
Let's go!
They pop it out. They're swung back by the Arabian defense. They try and stretch it to get it in. Almost there. St. Edward nearly scored. They pop it out now. Driven back there. St. Edward now tries to get it out wide. They might be in there. They're not. Arabians defense holding strong. As they now have the ball, the Ravens took it back. And they'll have an exit kick here, out of bounds. The Ravens now playing a little bit of a field position game here.
Good. Good.
And now we'll have a line out here to St. Ed. St. Edward now. Line out was up and taken by the Arabians. Eli Libler has it now. Arabians now with the ball, deep in their own territory. Sam Ray fixes that, boots it across into St. Edward territory. Good tackle there by Nate DeRolf, making his presence known early. Nate DeRolf, solid tackler for these Arabians here. As they get it out, St. Edward working to get it outside. Jacob Rowley swings him down eventually. And now St. Edward on the move. Tripped up there. The Arabians defense trying to get this one back, bringing the pressure. Short kick there, right to Arabians' Nolan Souders. He's on the move. He cuts it up for a couple. He's swung down. That might be a high tackle. He's right back up on his feet. And now they're called a penalty here. Nick Trout will take it. The Arabians get advantage. They will have some breathing room here just past the 50. Sam Ray now on the sideline. Looks like he's getting his finger relocated potentially. So for the time being, Judah will warm up here as they're working to get somebody on for the injured Sam Ray. He has something wrong with his hand. Very important to have your hands ready as a 9. So now Sam Ray laughing that one off as his finger is dislocated. Nick Trout will kick it deep into touch here, so that we'll have an Arabians line out just outside the St. Edward 22. Garrett Peterson will throw it in again for the Arabians here. He's done a good job today. Throw is up, sails just a little bit to the side. They'll blow the whistle. I think we might have it again here. So now Garrett Peterson will have a second chance to get this one in. He does. Good throw by Garrett Peterson. The Arabians handle it well. Judah Dental gets it out to Reese Reddington. Reese Reddington out to Nate DeRolf. Nate DeRolf now swings it out. Nolan Souders has it. Nolan Souders takes it for a couple. Now Judah Dental swings it out wide to Reese Reddington. Reese Reddington hands off to the big fella. Clayton Reno takes a couple men with him. About 3 had to bring him down. Now Judah Dental gets it out to Reese Reddington. Reese Reddington all the way to Magic Pendleton on the outside. Ball's on the ground though. Garrett Peterson picks it up. And they'll blow a whistle. I believe that'll be a knock-on on the Arabians. So they'll turn it over here. So we'll have our scrum down here. As both teams will get set. Oh, excuse me, this will be a line out. Pretty good angle here of this line out. Throws up and good. Pressure given by Eli Arthur. St. Edward's though moves it forward for a couple. And the Arabians now have it. They steal it. They're on the move. Trying to keep possession. Whistle is blown. So it'll be a penalty off their feet in the ruck on St. Edward. So they will attempt to kick for points here. Once again, the Arabians going for points. Nick Trout will attempt this kick. Missed one earlier. It was close, but he missed it. The Arabians still lead 7-0, just a few minutes remaining here. Under 10 left in this half. Nick Trout now lines up to attempt this kick. Once again, it is a live ball if he misses. Takes his time. And now the kick is up. And it is good. Nick Trout now nearly perfect on the day with his kicks, as he hits that one to extend this lead to 10-0. So now we got 10-0, the Arabians lead. They'll receive this kick once again. Just a few minutes remaining in this half. St. Edward's kicks it off to Peyton Pollock, who was driven back after getting a few. And now they get to the big man in the middle. Stephen Duvall is chopped down by the St. Edward defense. They get back to the weak side here. Arabians not able to get anywhere with that St. Edward defense. They're tackling well. Ball is out. Whistle is finally blown. Another penalty on St. Edward, off their feet once again. So now Nick Trout will attempt this kick into touch. And it did not go out, so St. Edward will have it. They're on the move. They'll kick it right back. Ball is fielded by Nolan Satters, who gets it to Reese Reddington. Reese Reddington now on the move. He's brought down around the 50. Arabians pick that one. They're on the move there. Nolan Satters pops it out. Judah Dental now. Because Clayton Reno up the middle for a couple. Taking some guys with him. Judah Dental scrapes it out of the ruck. Bouncing past the Peyton Pollock. Peyton Pollock looking for somewhere to go, and there's nowhere. St. Edward giving good pressure here as Judah Dental gets it out wide. Nick Trout, little chip kick up the middle here. Chipped again by Elijah Pimentel. They need to scoop that kick up. And JJ Kissick now has it. 3 kicks in 1 play. Playing the soccer out here. They finally pick it up in the try zone and score it. JJ Kissick there with the 3rd kick and the score. Nice play there by the Arabians back line. Very experienced. Nick Trout and Elijah Pimentel both give it a kick. And then JJ Kissick finished it off with a kick of his own and then picked it up and scored. Solid start here for the Arabians. Getting deep in their bag, you could say. As Nick Trout will line up this kick to try and extend this lead to 17-0. Nick Trout now kicks up and good. Good kick there by Nick Trout. Just a couple minutes remaining in this half. As the Ravens will receive again real quick. Shot to Beckham Real Estate once again. Beckham Real Estate, ran by Rich Beckham. You can call them or find them online. Call them at 765-621-2497. That's 765-621-2497. So now we're back to the game. Ball is up. Kick is fielded now by the Arabians, as they're getting driven back in the ruck here. They finally get it out. Reese Reddington swings it to the big fella, who swings it again. Eli Arthur swung down. Now Judah Dental will get it back out. Nick Trout makes a man miss after attempting the kick. Drops a couple more defenders. He's still on his feet. Nick Trout now not willing to go down. He gets it to Nate Rolfe, who does go down. Arabians now getting out to the wide side of the field here. Dresden Roberts on the move. Diesel. Big Diesel runs over a couple defenders. Garrett Peterson takes it. Now Judah Dental will get it out to Clayton Reno. Clayton Reno not letting himself go down. Finally does. Arabians now maintaining possession. They get the ball out. Reese Reddington, short kick high up in the air to Jacob Rowley. Jacob Rowley has it. Jacob Rowley now on the move. Pendleton now on the move. The Arabians are going. They're rolling. Garrett Peterson has it out wide. Now Nolan Souders has it. Nolan Souders might be in. Nolan Souders is in. Nolan Souders scores off the offload there. The Arabians now lead 22-0. Early on here in this game, towards the end of the first half, they're up 22-0. Nick Trout now setting up for another kick here to extend the lead to 24-0 potentially. He's done very well today. Nolan Souders with that score, and Nick Trout's kick is good. And that'll round out your half here, ladies and gentlemen. The Arabians up 24-0 at the end of this first half. Now, real quick here, before we get into halftime, I'll give you one more shout out to Big Belly Rubs. Big Belly Rubs, you can find them on Facebook at Big Belly Rubs, all lowercase. They're a locally and family owned business. Make sure you go check it out and buy some today for your summer cookouts, as well as Beckham Real Estate. Beckham Real Estate is committed to offering the client extensive knowledge of real estate, as they're based out of Central Indiana. They've been lifetime residents of Central Indiana, and they have a promise to deliver maximum results. Your satisfaction is their top priority. Making this your best home buying or selling experience is their mission. If you're looking to get some real estate here in Central Indiana, go ahead and reach out to them at that number right there on your screen. And now I'll take a short break. We'll be back with you and for the second half here in a few. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, we're back for the second half here. Apologize for the static noise coming from behind me. We're back here, though. The Arabians lead 24-0 to start the second half. Alrighty here. Arabians got some subs in here. Kick is up now. Deep into St. Ed territory. They're on the move here up the sideline. And they're still moving right around the 50 here. Good start here for St. Ed's. They were on a good run there, but they were driven out. We'll have a line out to the Arabians now. And now Garrett Peterson's throw is in and good. Judah Dental swings it out to the middle here. They'll crash it up the middle here, the big men on the Arabians. And now the Arabians now on the move on the outside over there. Good run there. St. Edward's takes it though. They have it now. Successful poach there as they steal the ball. They're trying to get some points on the board here. They need a run to cut this lead down, more manageable game. They have been unsuccessful so far. Big Diesel suplexes the defender. Penalty will be on the Arabians though. They'll bring it back. They'll bring it back to a from the side call earlier in the ruck, right over there. And now the Arabians here will play defense. St. Ed's kicked into touch here. They'll have a line out where it went out right over there. So the Arabians now on their heels a little bit here as the ball moves into their territory. They are just inside their own 40 here. St. Edward's already with a better start to the second half. And now St. Edward's throws up and good. Handled well. They swing it out to the middle here. Quick pop pass. You can hear that hit. He's brought down by a couple Arabian defenders. St. Edward's now getting it out wide there. Jacob Rowley swings him down. Jacob Rowley, hard-hitting safety on the Arabians football team. Garrett Peterson with a good chop tackle there. He's the nose tackle. And they'll get it out. Big men now have it. Ball's on the ground. That might be a turnover. The Arabians forced that one. Good break for the Arabians here. Knocked on by St. Edward's, so they will get it in a scrum. Zane Davis in there at prop, along with Eli Libler. Garrett Peterson will hook. Eli Arthur at flank. Dresden Roberts at 8-man. Couple good players there, a lot of talent in that scrum alone. And now the ball is out. Judah Dental gets it out. Now Nate DeRolf has it. Excuse me, that's Elijah Pimentel now. Swung down eventually. Elijah Pimentel with a good run there. Judah Dental gets it out to Stephen Duvall, I believe. Dresden Roberts, Diesel has it now. He's on the move. Stiff arm. Gets it out to Nick Trout. Nick Trout now wrestled down. The Arabians are moving forward here. Eli Arthur now gets hit at the knees. He's brought down. Ball's on the ground and knocked on. Unfortunate break there for the Arabians. Lots of mental mistakes here in this game. It's quite hot out here. It's starting to heat up as the day gets farther in. Gotta say, I am quite parched myself. I can't imagine how dehydrated these players are. Still though, rugby, gotta play in all conditions. As now this will be a scrum down to St. Edward following the Arabians knock on. St. Edward handles the scrum well. 8-man pick, they get it out. The Arabians bring pressure. It's not enough. Breakaway for St. Edward. Elijah Pimentel chasing. Elijah Pimentel. I'm not sure what that was. That could have been a try. That could have been a knock-on. We'll see what they call it here. So, I'm not really sure what the call is here. The refs will discuss it. That could have been a try, but from my point of view, I could not really tell. St. Edward's out of Ohio here. A couple Ohio teams here in this Midwest tournament, including St. Ignatius, Medina, and St. Edward's. Potentially one more, but that's all I know of. So they will call it a try. And that means that St. Edward's now with their first points of the game. They'll have a try there. After they touch down that kick, the score now will be 24-5. St. Edward's will line up their first conversion attempt here. By no means an easy kick, but if he manages to hit this one, they will cut it down to about 17 here, making this a slightly more manageable game. Just under 16 minutes here remaining is what I have. He lines up left footer, and he whiffs on that kick. No good. We'll say it was the wind. Probably not. All right, and now the Arabians bring in some subs. Isaac Wilson comes on. Ravens will shuffle their lineup around a little bit, get some fresh legs on the field. Isaac Wilson, big playmaker, quarterback for the football team. Now Nick Trout will kick off here. His kick is in the middle of the field here, fielded by St. Edward's, as they're swallowed up by Eli Arthur and company. St. Edward's now gets it to the middle of the field. St. Edward's swallowed up. Arabians bringing good pressure here, as now they will try and kick it across the field, try and flip the field here if they can. They cannot. Reese Reddington gets it to the 50. He drops a defender. He spins out of another one. Reese Reddington's on the move. He gets it out wide. Reese Reddington to Nolan Souders. Nolan Souders has to take it down. Nowhere to go. And now the Ravens will get it to the middle here. Stephen Duvall, excuse me, that may be Zane Davis, on the move. The Arabians now continuing to try and move this ball closer to the goal line. Whistle is blown. We'll have a penalty, so the Arabians will have some breathing room here. Right outside the St. Edward 22. Looks like they'll be attempting a kick for points here. Classic Nick Trout here. He's trying to get 3 more on the board. If he hits this one, it'll extend the Arabians' lead to 27-5. Right now, the Arabians lead by 19 in their second match in this tournament here. Around 13 minutes remaining. Nick Trout taking his time here. He lines up this one, West Point commit, future lieutenant. And the lieutenant bangs it through. Nick Trout might be our leading scorer today. The Arabians now lead 27-5 as they will receive here. For you new rugby fans out there, rugby is make it, take it. So if you score, you get the ball back, whether that be a kick or a try. So now St. Edward will kick it back off to the Arabians. Kick is on the far side of the field. Fielded by Peyton Pollock. Peyton Pollock runs over a defender with a mean shoulder there, bringing it up the middle. Now Eli Libler up the middle with it. Libby taking it for a couple. Judah Dental swings it out wide to Nick Trout. Nick Trout wide pass to Nolan Souders up the middle here, and he cuts it out. Tripped up. Judah Dental will scrape it out of the ruck and get to the big fella, Eli Libler. Eli Libler still on his feet. Got to get low to bring him down, and they do. Judah Dental gets back to the weak side here. Nick Trout makes a man miss. Short kick there. And that kick goes out of bounds. We will bring it back to an advantage that the Arabians had. It's a penalty on St. Edward's. Nick Trout does a great job making sure that the Arabians get the full advantage. Tries to do something special, and then if it doesn't work, they still get the ball back. Nick Trout's kicking a touch is good. So now we'll have an Arabians line out on the far side here. So now Garrett Peterson now has it. He will throw it in for the Arabians. Throw is up and bobbled. St. Edward's has it. St. Edward now with the ball deep in their own territory as they try and get it moving here. Arabians' pressure is too much for them though. They get nowhere. And they're going to try and exit here and flip the field if they can. They do. Beautiful kick there by St. Edward's. Deep into Arabian territory. Arabians pick it up. Reese Reddington trotting forward. He's on the move. Gets it to Nick Trout. Nick Trout is wrapped up, swung down. Now Judah Dental gets it out to Eli Libler. Eli Libler up the middle. Brought down by two St. Edward's defenders. Nick Trout now trying to take it himself. Does not get much on that one. They'll get it to Eli Arthur, who offloads to Peyton Pollock. Peyton Pollock offloads to Zane Davis. Zane Davis on the move. He gets a couple. Peyton Pollock solid clear there as the Arabians are on the move, and penalty is called on St. Edward's. The Arabians now forcing more and more penalties here. St. Edward's now talking a little bit of smack here. Not helping their situation as they're moved back even farther. The Arabians just inside their own half here. So we'll bring it to a scrum down. The Arabians will elect to scrum down here. Just under 10 minutes remaining here in this match. The Arabians lead 27-5, and they'll have a scrum down here. Now that scrum whistle was blown. It was collapsed. So I think we'll have a re-scrum here. That one was not very clean. As it twisted a little bit, some players fell on the ground. We don't want that. We want safe scrum here. Competitive match, but got to keep it safe. It's one of the main goals of the game, of course. And now it'll be set again. Arabians handle the scrum. Now 8-man pick. Dresden Roberts has it. He gets it out to JJ Kissick, who gets it out again. Out wide. They try and get it to Jacob Rowley. They cannot. Jacob Rowley has had a score earlier today, but they've been struggling to get it to him out there. A lot of miscommunication today. He's usually one of the leading try scorers here for the Arabians. So now the Arabians will have a defensive line out here. Looks like that'll be headed up by Garrett Peterson, Eli Arthur, Peyton Pollock, and Drew Evans. Zane Davis, the defensive scrum, Stephen DeVault, and Dresden Roberts, Big Diesel. That'll be your forward pack there, the big fellas. Shout out to Andrew Evans. Recently offered by Indiana Tech to play rugby at the next level. This Pendleton program does a great job of helping players get recruited and playing at a high level, so they're ready for the college ball. St. Edward's now gets it in. They handle the scrum well, and they'll pass it, gain it to the middle of the field here. Their back lines tries to stretch it outside now, cuts in, brought down by Isaac Wilson. Solid tackle there, not letting him get anywhere. St. Edward's now continues to try and move forward. Arabians defense is right there. St. Edward's gets a couple there, breaking a couple tackles. They're on the move. Both teams are clearly tired here. Arabians, they might have stolen this one. And they do. Nate DeRolf has it. Nate DeRolf's on the move. Nate DeRolf offloads to Garrett Peterson. Garrett Peterson offloads to Judah Dental. Judah Dental offloads once again to Zane Davis. Zane Davis now has it. Zane Davis nearly in. He is stopped just before the try line. And whistle will be blown after St. Edward's tried to steal it. They'll bring it back because there was a penalty on St. Edward's. Doing everything they can to defend this last score, but they could not on that one. The Arabians will have it deep in St. Edward's territory. Knocking on the door for another score here. They already lead by 22 with just around 5 minutes left in this game. Andrew Evans dives forward. Arabians run a play, they wrap it around. Peyton Pollock is in. Almost in, excuse me. He does not quite get in. Tripped up just before reaching it in the try zone. Arabians now try and dive in for another one. They're really close to the goal line here. Let's see what they try and do. They'll inch it forward, and it is a try. Big score there. Dresden Roberts finishes it up for the Arabians. Big Diesel coming in, giving them that last bit of gas that they needed to score that one. So now the score is 32-5.
Yes.
So now just over 4 minutes remaining in this game. Nick Trout will line up this kick here to potentially extend the lead to 29.
Stay on, Steven.
Nick Trout with a near perfect day kicking. And he rounds it out with one more as they take a 34-5 lead. I'm used to saying 0. But this St. Edward's team has put in some work. They do have 5 points. Nick Trout, very disciplined, future lieutenant in the military. Maybe congressman or president, we'll see. I have high hopes for that young man. And the Arabians now with some subs. Looks like Reese Davis and Kemper Owens came in to finish out this match. Kick is up now. The Arabians have it. Jacob Rowley takes it for a couple. He's brought down. Judah Dental gets it out to Reese Davis. Reese Davis is swung down after a solid run there. The Arabians now will run a set here, but they will stop play. There's a man down on the field. Stop our clock here. Just under 3 minutes remaining. Man down, hot conditions. Not really sure what this injury is. He was the tackler on Reese Davis. We'll take a quick This break is brought to you by Rich Beckham and Rich Beckham Real Estate. You can find Beckham Real Estate online or simply by calling at 765-621-2497. That's 765-621-2497. Once again, big shout out to them for sponsoring this team here. This varsity team about to be 2-0 in tournament play here to open up this first day. So it looks like that player will be carted off now. Literally, he's in a golf cart. And here we are. We'll have a scrum down to the Arabians. We got some more subs in here. Zach Jacobs. Big man. They call him Splash Mountain in basketball. No, I'm kidding. Nobody calls him that. And now here we are. Arabians now on the move. Solid run there to the outside. Tresden Roberts with a good run there. He might be cramping a little bit. So he'll probably be subbed out. Looks like the wear and tear is getting on him today. He's been in a lot in these past 2 matches. Putting in a lot of work. Big Diesel, the driving force of this team. And so he'll now sit down and relax over there on the sideline. Just ignore him. Line out throw is up and good for St. Ed's. Take it to the middle of the field here. Surging forward. Big run there. They kick it. Kicked back by the Arabians. St. Edward's now nearly has it in. They dive in for the try. So they'll give him a try on that one. St. Edward's now scores on this group of subs that came in for the Arabians. Cutting the lead down to 24. It's not going to matter much with just a few minutes remaining here in this match. As they'll attempt a kick. Sorry if you can't see it. Wide kick attempt here. Kick is up. And it doinks, no good. So St. Edward will lose 24 by 24 there. Final score is 34-10. Your Arabians are now 2-0 in Midwest tournament play. Great start for them. So far, they've played very well. A little bit of mishaps, a little bit of injuries, but that's rugby. Once again, big shout out to our sponsors, Beckham Real Estate and Big Belly Rubs. Wouldn't be possible without them. That'll be our final varsity match of the day for the Arabians, and I'll see you.